When Tudor announced the Pelagos FXD, I was extremely excited. I ran to my local AD, put my name on a waiting list, and they never called me back. However, today I do have one to show you guys. It is thanks to Joma Shop. So let's flip the camera and take a look at the Tudor Pelagos FXD. So I am back in the Joma Shop studios, and I have another amazing watch to show you guys. They have let me take out an FXD. This is a Tudor Pelagos FXD Marine Nationale on the Velcro strap. It comes with a rubber strap as well. This is a blue dial watch with a blue bezel, but the blue that they use on this watch is sort of a grayish blue tone. I love the look of this watch. It really matches well with the titanium case. You have these titanium bars that the strap actually goes through. You don't get spring bars on this watch, which is pretty awesome. It's just a good looking watch from Tudor. Now, I think this is probably my favorite Tudor currently. It's one of those watches that Tudor makes that Rolex would never make. The Pelagos in general is one of those watches. It's a 200 meter watch now. I think previously it was a 500 meter watch. I think you can still get that 500 meter version, but the FXD is a 200 meter version. You do get other upgrades, and that's sort of a downgrade. A lot of people complained about that. This video is brought to you by whatnot.com. Whatnot.com are a community marketplace for collectors like me and you. Whatnot uses a live stream format where you can actually buy and sell watches during a live stream. They have auction functionality, buy now functionality, and giveaway functionality. In fact, that's where I'll be doing most of my giveaways going forward to help avoid scammers. Not only that, I'll be selling all of my watches going forward on Whatnot because I really love the format. I love the community aspect of it. I get to talk to the people who want to buy my watches, and they get to talk to me about the watches themselves. There's no better way of buying and selling watches. So come and join me on Whatnot. Download the app using the link in the description down below and get $10 towards your first purchase. I'll see you in my next live stream. But you get really good lume. You have blocks of lume on the dial. Obviously squares and rectangles. You have a triangle at the 12 o'clock. Really grippy, very, very grippy. And I believe this movement is METAS certified. I'm not entirely sure of that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if it is not, I will put that in the comments down below. But what I did notice is that the crown pops out so solid on this watch. It is really a very nice action. Titanium watches, usually the action of the crown and the bezel aren't so good. The crown and the bezel action on here are actually pretty good. It's 120 click bezel, and it is bi-directional. So, which is odd, but it does work very well. And I like a bi-directional bezel. You have a 60-minute scale on the bezel. I don't believe the bezel is lume, but you do get pretty good lume. Everywhere else we'll do a lume shot towards the end. The strap on here is awesome. So I like Velcro straps. I don't know why. I don't love NATO straps. This is not really a NATO strap. It's like a single pass through. Really nice fabric strap. And then obviously you have the screwed in case back. You can't really see that through the strap. And I'm not even gonna try and take it off because you have this metal, it's a titanium keeper signed Tudor right there. So very quickly, I'll throw it on my wrist, but let me do measurements very quickly just so you guys know what the size is of this watch. I think it's like a 42 millimeter watch. That's what it is. On the strap, with the strap, it is 13.7 millimeters thick. Without it, it is 12.7 millimeters thick. You get a flat sapphire crystal on here, which I love. And you can see, you really do reap the benefits of a flat sapphire crystal because it doesn't have a lot of reflection. It actually is pretty good. Lug to lug on here, I'm gonna actually measure it upside down because it will be harder to measure. So I'm gonna measure it from those bars, 51.3, so pretty long. And then when you fold this down, it's gonna wear a little bit bigger than that. So when you fold down the strap here, it'll wear a little bit bigger at 52, 53 millimeters, so just about there. And then of course the crown is 6.8 millimeters. It's a very light watch and it's a very good looking watch. One of the nicest Tudors made. I think this and the new Pro is their, sort of top watches for me right now. I think I like this better than the Black Bay Pro, because the Black Bay Pro, even though it's a really nice watch, is still an homage. This is not an homage to anything. Of course, it's an homage technically to a Submariner, but a Tudor Submariner, which is an homage to a Rolex Submariner, but let's not get into that. But still, there's some design elements that are sort of its own on here. Very quickly, let me show you what I have on my wrist. Again, I have the Cartier Santos ADLC with the ADLC black bezel on bracelet. I've been wearing this in every video that I have done at Joma Shop, because it is the watch that I wore here. But here is the FXD on my wrist. Now, I always find it hard to get straps like this on my wrist because I have a big hand and the straps are never really that long, but you can see it's not that difficult, and there's a really good area here to attach the strap to. So very easy once you get it on, looks really good, feels very light on the wrist as well. Very, very light. I think these are around $5,000. I think Joma Shop has it for around $43 or $42.50, somewhere around there. $4,300, I think it is. So they have it at a slight discount, which is pretty amazing. I thought these were actually selling over list price or at list price even on the secondary market. That's not the case. I don't know why. This is definitely one of the coolest Tudors that you can buy. I think it's much cooler than a Black Bay, in my opinion. I guess a lot of people, sort of knock it for not being able to put a bracelet on it, and also the 200 meters of water resistance. Neither of those things are that big of a deal to me because of the design of the watch and what they've done with it. I think it's pretty good the way it is. I like it. Anyway, very quickly, a lume shot. There you go, lume, very good on this watch. I'm pretty impressed. Tudor have pretty good lume. They're not incredible. Some of them aren't that great, some are good. I think this is one of their more professional dive watches, so they put a little bit better lume on here. But I have also switched it onto the supplied rubber strap, which is actually pretty thick, but very supple and has almost the texture of fabric. It almost looks like it is made out of fabric, but it is not. I guess that's kind of what they were going for. I like it. It is thicker than the fabric strap, so it's something to keep in mind. I think it might be just a millimeter, maybe not even less than a millimeter thicker. So 14.3 with the rubber strap. There you go. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of Tudor? What do you think of the FXD versus the other Pelagoses of past? Also, what do you think of this compared to something like the Black Bay, which is a very similar watch in a lot of different ways, except it's not made out of titanium. That's really it. I mean, pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.